So recording, you have to click that little box that says "Got it" to clear the box out of your way, and mute. Okay. Central axis, central line, top of the head, down through the middle of you, down to the perineum, floor of the pelvis. You got your two buttock bones on either side, plugged into the chair. When we stand up, that goes down through the legs to the earth. Eyes closed, sending awareness, perception, scanning your own body. So just viewing the body. Looking for places where there's activity or tension that you can just simply relax. It doesn't mean it slumps or slouches. It just means it softens and becomes more open, more space within when we relax. Space for the nerves to flow unobstructed. And even subtler than the nervous system is this idea of qi, life force, allowing an unobstructed flow of the qi. And then the movements that we'll do are all about pumping, flushing, dredging these channels and rivers and streams and filling reservoirs. The main reservoir being 2.5 inches or so deep in from the belly button. So right where your belly button is, imagine your fingers sort of going in and back to the middle there. That's your main middle. Everything else can just be natural, relaxed, and at ease. Final minute here, just breathing, connecting, centering, settling, arriving in the present. And sliding hands forward, dropping the head gently, rounding the back. Slide the hands back, elbows back, shoulder blades back, look up, arching. Do that 3 more times. Forward and back. Emphasize soft. Emphasize loose. Emphasize this idea of relaxing through the movement. Next time you finish arching, then settle to the neutral position. Rotation, slide left hand forward, right hand elbow back, turning softly to the right. Then turning back to center and turning softly to the left. Back to neutral and turning to the right. Through neutral and to the left. 2 more in each direction. Remember, emphasize soft, loose, easy movement. Melting through the pathway, through the range of the movement. And we're back to neutral. Arms down alongside you, softly lean to the right. Left wrist floats up, possibly even reaching up. And notice the path my hand takes. It comes on the inside. So notice I didn't go down that way. Came in this way. And down. Notice again, same idea, that path that the hand takes up is along the inside. And softly down through the inside. As you're tipping to the right, act as though you're trying to maybe touch the floor with that right hand as you're touching the sky with your left hand. And back through. One more of each. And keep your head facing forward so that you're doing a sideways tilt of the head. And we're back to neutral. Shoulders shrug up, melt down. Shrug up, melt down. One more. Up and down. Now, shoulders forward. They stay forward as they go up. They stay up as they go back. Stay back as they slide down. Stay down as they come forward. Forward as they go up. Shoulder blade circles. Finding that free movement and space in the chest, shoulder, shoulder blade, upper back region. One more time. And reverse. Back, up, forward, softly down. Back and up. Most important is right here as you've gone back and up, forward, and then down, you go through totally relaxed and neutral. And then you actively go up and over the top, and then softly through neutral. One more. And neutral. Now your arms, as if they are pendulums swinging from this space that we just created. Swing back. So you don't need to turn sideways, right? You don't need to turn sideways. If that gives you room, fine. But I'm turning sideways so you can see these angles, whereas sometimes you can't see them this way. So forward, back. Now, when you're forward, notice you haven't lifted the hands up, come around a circle behind you. And then swing forward. And again, around a circle, swing forward, around a circle, swing forward, around a circle. Like I said, when I turn sideways, you don't need to turn sideways, Robin, right? So if I'm turning forward or sideways, I'm doing that to show angles, right? Now, as the hands come up, so this would be level 2, they're up in front of you a little bit, right? So again, I'm showing the angle, go out and slightly back behind, let them fall and come down and up. So go ahead, level 2. Swinging forward and up, out and slightly behind, down. And then level 3, we're coming forward and up, and we keep rising the hands as we go over the top and back. So now we get a full circle. One more. And then we're going to reverse that. So staying nice and low, we go back, forward. Now we're going back, staying back and coming around to the front. Down and under, we stay nice and low. Stay low as you come around. So that's level 1. Soft and loose in the shoulder area. Then level 2, the hands come up a little bit, slide across flat, fall down through, up, flat, slide across, down. Level 3, we come up the back, keep rising as you go forward, down. Up the back, keep rising as you come over the top, reach out beyond in front, down. So we're making circles. We're polishing the spiral and circle spaces in the body, and done. Now, bend at the elbows, bring the hands up, softly touching the shoulders. Now, your hands will go out in front, swing and up. Swing and up. Again, that same space in here, loose. Loose. 2 more. 1 more. And stay here with the hands, elbows down, out, and up, down, around, and in, down, out, and up, down, around, in. 2 more. And 1 more. Now, elbows back, elbows down, the hands are going up. Elbows forward, the hands go over the shoulders. Elbows up, the hands going down your back. Then elbows forward, down, back. Elbows down, forward, up. Elbows forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. So that's just again, a circle, a space, a wheel that we're just polishing. 1 more. And the third one in this little set, elbows out to the side, palms facing the floor, 1 above, 1 below. Cross and hug your body. And then elbows straight out to the sides of the room. Other above, other below. Hug your body. And elbows out to the sides of the room. 2 more of each rendition. Again, we're just closing and opening interior spaces. These spaces tend to get congealed, glued together, and stuck. And so Qigong is all about opening these spaces. Let's go ahead and bring elbows down, hands out in front, 90-degree angle or so at the elbow joint. Turn your palms down, then up. Right, that's just your forearm. Feel that space in between your forearms where that movement is rolling over. Then palms stay facing up, hands go apart. So this position right here is accomplished through external rotation of this part of the arm in this socket. Then hands come back. Now at that same exact place, elbows go out, pinkies touch the body. And so that's internal rotation. So a lot of times when I show this, people just bend their wrists in and they don't make this change. So create that shape. Then back to neutral, then external. Notice when you do external, the chest and abdomen unfold, the spaces here open, and then come back in. Elbows go out, and notice there's a natural closing and folding of that space. Right? So there's this that happens. Then there's this that happens. So we're inducing chest and abdomen folding and unfolding in a simple context. Now stay here. Left hand comes up, over, reach across, palm to palm. Reverse that, down. So now we're closing one side to the other, and then opening from that side. One side closing to the other. And open. One more of each. And from the open position, step your feet apart. So you got nice room right here. Hands come up towards each other out in front, and see how far out my hands are. They're out in front. Wrists cross. Turn the palms down and let the arms fall down between the legs and separate. They should be internally rotated, meaning the thumbs are pointing back. Then cross the wrists again. Raise them up in front. And then this is an opening gesture. Over the top. And settle down. Up over. This is closing. Turn the palms down. The arms come down between the legs and separate. So if you feel your body here, your chest, abdomen are folded, and this space is closed. Then cross, raise up. You're still closed. And then everything open. So just flow through that if you can. Eventually, it's just a simple movement. Just think to yourself, open, close, open, close, open, close. One more. Open, close. Final time. Open and back to neutral, legs back to neutral. Wrists fold over the top and come under. Over the top, under. So wrist circles. And reverse, wrist circles. Reverse again, wrist circles. And reverse again, wrist. And palms facing forward, spread, gather, spread, gather, spread, gather, spread, gather, spread, claw into a fist. Open, claw into a fist. Open. Claw fist. Open. Claw fist. Open. Thumb to pinky. Other three fingers drop on top. That's the bird beak. Open. Thumb to pinky. Other three fingers drop on top. Bend the wrist down. Bend the wrist back. Open. Bend the wrist down, bird beak, back, back, one more, and make a soft bird beak. So sometimes this can create, if you're forcing that too strongly, can feel good, but it can also create some cramping. So just make a soft little position here and draw back in. So look how close I am to my body. And then push out through the back of the hand and then draw back in. Push out. Draw in. Push out. One more. Draw in. Now keep this spring-loaded position in the arm and open and back. Open, close. Open, close. One more time, open. Now from this open position, unload the spring, reload the spring. unload, reload, unload, and reload. Now, from here, come around in front, draw in, open, and out. Around, in, open, out. Around, in, open, out. One more in that direction. And reverse, in, together, forward, out, in, out, in. One more. And shake, shake. Good. Scooting a little bit back in your chair so you're very stable. Right leg load, drawing the thigh in and pulling the heel towards the butt, and then push. Reload, set the foot down. Load, push. Load, down. Load, push. Load, down. Other side. Load, push. Load, down. Continue. One more. Hold the leg out there. Point, flex, point, flex. Invert, evert, foot in, out, circles, foot inward and around, and outward and around, and down. Other leg, push it out, point and flex. Invert, evert, just that little in, out movement. Circle. And reverse. And down. Scoot forward, front edge of the chair. Swivel steps. Lift the ball of the left foot. Turn out. Lift the heel a little. And push the heel out, the knee in. Toe out, knee out. Heel out, knee in. Toe out and lift it. This is your maximum. And then walk it in. 1, 2. And the movement's from the hips. The hip socket. 3, 4, 5. Walk it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold and in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle. One more time. There and back. Just wringing out the hip. And back. 2. And other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, middle, out. 2, 3, 4, hold. Walk it in. One more time. Hold in. Both. 1, 2, and 3. In. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last one. And neutral. From here, fold, turn on the hands so the elbows point forward, opening the back. Sitting up. Arms in neutral, leaning back from the hips. Again, fold, turn, and up, leaning back. One more. And sit upright. Step your feet wider apart. So now you have room for your hips and torso to go further. As you fold forward, turn your hands so the fingers on the inside, elbows are out here. This is the dragon position. And bow between the legs, between the arms. And then sit up. Turn the arms to neutral and lean back. And then sit up. Turn the arms to neutral. Bow. And sitting up. Turn the arms to neutral as you lean back. One more. Dragon takes a bow. Now, dragon stirs the sea with its tail. Lean back, tip to the right butt cheek, and bow toward your right knee. Hands are on your knee there, on your knees, supporting you as you sweep across to the left side. Stay to the left as you lean back. Stay back as you come around. Stay to the right as you bow your chest towards your right knee and then sweep across. One more time. So we'll do 3 circles to the right. And we're just making circles. And go back to the left. So now you stay to the left as you bow. Stay forward as you sweep to the right. Stay to the right as you lean back. Stay back as you sweep around the back. And just stay within your comfort zone. Don't put your body at risk. Just kind of smoothly through these circles. One more. And then we're back to middle. Bring the legs back to neutral. And arms down alongside. Float them out to the side. Turn your palms up. Reach the rest of the way up. Now, once you're reaching up, reach your right arm higher than the left. And then just soften that. And as that comes down, reach the left arm higher than the right. But notice that I'm not bringing my right arm all the way down here at all. I'm keeping it up here. So I'm making just this small change. Right arm higher than left. Left arm higher than right. Right arm higher than left. And then both arms reach. And then sweep them out to the side and down. And then arms forward. Right? And then they stay in this relationship as they go up. And then as they get about to the top, then start to lift the chest, chin, and create a bit of a back bend. Like someone is pushing on your mid back and upper back, they're pushing it forward and up. So rather than falling into your low back, think chest and heart up as you reach to the sky. And reverse, back down. And that closes our seated work. Hands come up and over, settle, hands to the middle. This is that gesture of returning to middle, returning to center. It's kind of like a miniature closing of the practice. And then we move to our standing Qigong and Tai Chi. So, arms down by your side, slide your feet back a little bit, folding at the hips, shoulders, head, and arms beyond the ankles, shift a little forward and push up to standing, all the way vertical. Then reverse that, folding at the hips, the butt behind the heels, sink, land the butt, and sit to vertical. Do that 3 more. As effortless as possible. moving through standing and sitting using the hydraulics, using that Tai Chi movement quality. One more. Now, without sitting in your chair, just squats. So you sink the butt, slide down through, and rise back to standing. Easy and effortless. Sink. And rise. Loose. And we're back to standing. Stay standing. Remember this place I was talking about, the middle, your belly button, your lower back, right between the two? So from that place, lean a little forward. Tip back to the middle, and then notice as you go back a little bit so that the weight's all in the heels, not the toes. Notice the body shouldn't be leaning backwards. It sort of does a C curve forward. And then when we go forward, we have more foot out in front, so we can actually create a lean, a tip, and then rock back, and we don't create a tip in the other direction. So the body is built not symmetrical front to back, right? There's more room and play. There's more playroom in the front than in the back in terms of how we move. Now, the next time you rock back, the arms swing back and come up, like so. Then rock forward to your toes, and the liquid just kind of flows all the way out to the fingertips, palms face up. Rock back, the elbows bend. It's as if you're bringing something in through the mouth. So notice where my hands are, up here. And then you rock to the middle of your feet, your hands settle to that middle place. And then we do the Tai Chi squat, sink all the way through. Push through the earth, rise back to standing. So again, when I do the squat, notice my arms went totally long and loose. And when I stand up, they're loose. Rock back and swing the arms back and up. Rock forward, the hands reach way out. Rock back, the hands come back as if bringing in through the upper, down through the middle, and then that squat where you let the arms soften long and you sink your butt, open all the back channels. Push through the earth, stand up. Rock back. Rock forward. Rock back. Rock middle. Tail goes back. Sink. Stand back up. Two more. Rock back. Arms are up to shoulder height. Rock forward. They're way out. Rock back. They're coming in through the mouth. Rock middle. They settle to the middle. And then through. Push through the ground. Stand up. Each time, the idea is that we're sloughing off tension, getting more and more softness. Last one, rock. Eventually, this movement feels like it can just be flowed through once we polish a lot of that tension out and we induce the flow. So this kind of induces the natural chi flow in the body, right? That's the idea, the sort of poetic imagery. Shogun, wings, roll, fold. So this little mini closing, hands at your middle. Hands come down by your side. Left, right, yin yang. The weight goes more through your right leg to the point where your left leg is empty. Then the weight goes through the left leg, so the right leg is empty. As you go in through your right leg, left wrist floats up and you lean a little bit like you're trying to touch the floor with the right fingertips, and then change. Weight goes through the left leg. As you try to touch the floor, this wrist rises. Chain. What we're inducing is the internal mechanism. So there's the outer body movement. And notice that I'm not leaning too much to the side here. So the focus is less about spinal tipping and more about the weight getting through one leg and the other being empty. And then the weight going through this leg, this one empty. Chain. And you may notice my legs are not stilts. They're not locked. There's a little sink. There's a springiness. Empty, full. Empty, full. Empty, full. Now the high hand goes forward as the low hand goes back and up. So we make wheels. Wheels. Now important here is the path that the hand is taking. It's coming underneath the armpit when it's coming up the back. And so that's a pathway that we're not used to doing, but you can feel that it's a pathway the body is built to move, kind of like octopus tentacles here. Loose, polishing out that tension through the tissue and the nervous system. Now reverse, the high hand comes back, low hand comes up in front, wheel. And this little tricky bit here, when it comes back, it's like you try to tickle your own armpit and then through. Tickle your own armpit. Again, it's like we're flossing our teeth, and this is a place that has developed plaque because we don't move like this. And so we're clearing that out while we're changing to the left leg, changing to the right leg. Left, right. One more. Now the high hand, flat palm, push down towards the floor as the other hand rises up. And then flatten that palm and push as this hand rises up. And then push down or press down as this hand rises. As you press your left hand down, the weight goes through the left leg, the right foot is empty, and then change. Left leg in. Change. 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 And both hands down. Shogun, or closing gesture. Hands settle at the navel. Now, fingertips touch lightly. Hands come up around chest height. Open. Close. As you open, go into your right leg. So that's that way for you. This is my right, your right. So go into your right leg, and then as you close, left leg. Open, right leg. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. One more. Open. Close. Now the hands come down to about just above the belly button, between the sternum and belly button. This is the middle section. Open. Close. As you open, go into your right leg, which will be that leg for you. Close. Open, way open, 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 all the little spaces inside, and then let them all close. Open. Close. Two more. Open. Close. Open. And close. And then drop the hands right in front of the groin area. Open. Close. Open. Make sure you're going to your right leg when you open. So again, that's your right. This is my right. So you're going to your right as you open. Back to your left as you close. Three more. Close. Shogun, closing gesture. Settling, 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 settling. And our next one. Body weight into your right leg. Right arm forward. Left arm swing back. And then change to your left leg as you swing, switch the arms. Swing, switch. Swing, switch. Switch. And remember that springiness of the leg. So as you go into the leg, there's a little sink or a little bend, and then a spring as you come a little bit up and then down, through and up and down. So we're getting this sort of almost like a bounce, but not a violent bounce, just a kind of loose. And again, it's all about internal space, length, looseness. And settle back to the middle. Left hand around to right front hip, touch the hip. Right hand around behind you to opposite buttock, around behind you. And then we sweep them around, they're in the air. Back and forth, loose. Be so loose that this throwing of the hands induces a turning of the body and all the spaces inside. So the vertebrae are turning, the hips are turning on the leg bones. The leg bones are turning a little bit at the knee joint and through the ankle, the foot bones. So looser you can be, the more you're inducing sort of a release of deep tension. A couple more, it's called ring the temple bell. And back to neutral. Settle. Bend the elbows, the hands come up. You'll remember this movement that we did earlier, the swing, right? We add to that as you swing the arms, you sit the butt a little bit, and that gives you room to take your arms up behind you. So notice where my torso is. I'm sitting, and my arms are up. Then, as they swing down, come back up to standing. Again. Sink in and up. In, up. And let everything go through, loose. Loose. The joints are happy. Everything is at ease. Swing and up. Swing and up. Two more. Swing and up. Last one. Swing and and hands come down, shogun, closing gesture. And then to get a little of the rotation in the body, these next two movements, right hand, scoop, bring it up, turn yourself a little bit to the left, then the elbow lifts, palm flattens, slice out to the side. And notice where my arm is. Then it just falls, scoops, comes under, and then slice. Naturally, my weight goes into my right leg here. This is actually my left, but I'll say right for your purpose. And then it naturally comes over into this leg when I turn that way, and then naturally into the other leg. So we're not only getting leg to leg, and Robin, notice my arm. I'm not cranking it way back here and bothering the joint. It's just right, it's just here. And then scoops under. So that's what I was saying. There's more playroom in front and less behind. We don't want to force it back. Scoop. Slice. Scoop. Slice. Scoop, slice. Weight into one leg, weight into the other leg. Weight goes into one leg and we're turning. Weight goes into the other leg, we're turning that way. Turning, 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 and other arm. Scoop, slice. Falls under, scoop, slice. Stay attentive through the fingertips, scoop. So if I turn sideways, you'll notice I don't force my arm behind. I stop right at this happy place, scoop, slice, scoop, slice. A couple more. Scoop, slice, scoop, slice. Good. Shogun. So this little position again, belly button height. And Tai Chi. Rising hands as if you're painting the wall in front. The arms change their relationship. So now the fingertips are the part that's painting on the way down. Do that again. We'll come a little closer so you can see. Arms kind of in internal rotation on the way up. Then they slightly externally rotate on the way down. So this simple movement is inducing a lot of internal movement. One more. Rising. Sink. Then the hands scoop in front, low cradle, out to the side. And then there's that change of position, the crane flaps wings. Out. Sink. Out. Sink. One more. Embrace the moon. Out. Right hand, turn palm up. Hand comes up over top as other hand sweeps under. One high, one low. They both rise and fall to meet at the middle. Then they fall and rise to go back to high and low position and go around the circle. And then left hand comes over as right hand comes under. Come and meet. And then away and around. Embracing moon. One more of each. Just notice, in order to calibrate this and control this, the mind has to be in a sort of interesting relationship to the body. It's a meditative quality that it induces to have to manage these moving parts. Now, both arms down, both hands up in front, palms turned to face forward, push, and then hands come around, draw, push, draw, push, draw. And left hand, push. Then as left hand turns, right hand turns. One push, one draw. Then the hands change position and then they're ready for push, draw. So again, pay attention to the hands. So this hand is here. This is here. Then one hand turns, the other hand turns. Then you're ready for push and draw. One hand, other hand, push and draw. Eventually, you want the hand turning simultaneous. Right? So that's where that cognitive challenge is. And that's right where the medicine is. Last one each side. And so that's where you see Tai Chi, people practice it slow so that they can not miss or overlook or glance over these developmentally rich places, all right? And back and down. Now, right hand, turn the palm to face that way, sweep it across, turn it around, sweep it back. Turn it, sweep. That's called sweep the leg. Turn it. That's called brush the knee. As you sweep the leg, shift to your left leg and turn slightly left. Turning the hand around, shift to the right leg, turn slightly to the right as you brush the knee. Sweep the leg. Turn the hand, brush the knee. One more. Sweep and brush. Now, right hand, swirl the stream. So go around a circle, away from your body, come in close to the body, brush the knee. Away from the body, close to the body. Away from the body, close to the body. Away, close. Now, snatch the fish. The hand rises up to the side here. Cross. Brush the knee. Raises up, across like it's slapping a fish out of the sky there that's jumping out of the water. Brush the knee. Across. Brush the knee. Now, hand rises up, comes over the top, and then brush the knee. Hand rises up, comes over the top, comes down, brush the knee. Rises up, comes over the top, brush the knee. One more. And left hand, sweep the leg, turn it over, brush the knee. Turn it back, shifting, sweep leg, turn it over, brush the knee. Sweep, brush. One more, sweep, brush. Now, swirl the stream. The hand goes around, comes in close, brush the knee. Palm facing the way that it's facing, turns around and it's facing that way now, brush the knee. Shift to the right leg, turn to the right. Shift to the left leg, turn to the left. Shift right, turn right. That's called swirl the stream. Now, snatch the fish. The hand rises up, comes across, falls down into the water, brush the knee. Snatch the fish, brush the knee. All these movements are designed to be able to be executed using only the liquid, only the chi, only the softness. And so you're practicing that soft quality. Snatch the high jumping fish. And saying in one of the Tai Chi classic books, Tai Chi is drawing circles. You're just drawing circles, and a circle has to be whole and complete. Last one, high jumping fish. Now, one brush knee, one sweep leg. Then turn the hands, one brush knee, one sweep leg. Turn the hands. Brush and sweep. Brush and sweep. Shifting to left leg, turning from your middle slightly left, the hands sweep through. Now, the right hand is going to swirl the stream around as the left hand brushes knee. Brush knee. So I'm repeating this to show you, but it's just one movement. Then the right hand comes in, it's going to do brush knee as the left hand swirls the stream and comes in close. Around, in. around, and then as the right hand is going to do brush knee, the left hand rises up, snatch fish. Then it's one brush knee, one snatch fish, and they happen pretty much simultaneously. So just watch how my movement is just flows this way. Watch this hand. Brush and sweep. Then as one goes down, the other rises up. As one brushes, the other snatches. One rises, one falls. One brush, one snatch. One rise, one fall. One brush. High jumping fish. And the timing is all the same. So Robin, you're forgetting to brush knee. So you're going like this and crossing yourself. See what I'm doing here? How when I'm coming across, this hand is going just like this hand is going. So bring your right hand up, your left hand down here. They both come across. They both hands. There you go. And then both hands. There you go. So again, this is that brain state that you got to be in to manage the both arms doing different things, right? That's the challenge of Tai Chi. And if we were to add complicated stepping and turning, you can imagine that would really complicate for the brain. So we're doing simple stuff at first. And now let's wash, pause, back to the middle. And then I want to do one semi-new thing for everyone who's here. So the stance should be similar, right, to Golden Rooster. So turn the heels in, the toes out. Change your weight to your right leg. And left foot is empty. Touch the toe out in front. So the only difference is this is the actual stance, the cat stance. We're not trying to lift the knee. Then bring the foot back, change the weight, toe touch. Bring the foot back, you don't change the weight, then you change and touch. So the point is we're not going boom. We're going back, then change, out. Foot comes back, change the weight. Now, stand in the middle and let's just do the hands. Left hand turns palm out to the side, right? Right hand comes up like you're blocking the sun that's shining into your eyes. So you're turning your palm up and away, kind of like you're blocking the sunshine that's coming into your eyes. So that position, then turn your palms to face each other, kind of like the embrace the moon. And then they pass by each other and you create those positions, block the sun, left palm is facing up towards the sun. Yep. And this bottom hand has come down and it's facing out and away, right? So if I turn sideways, you can see it's facing out. Then the palms face each other, come towards, right palm facing, blocking the sun, left hand sort of as if moving something just off your center line. Hands. This is the white crane. Hands. Hands. Now, left hand high, right hand is low. Remember your feet. Put the weight through the left hand, right foot out, slightly touching the floor. Then bring the right foot back, nothing changes. Then as you change the weight, the hands, and then block the sun up high and block out from center down low. Bring the foot back, nothing changes. And then as you change the weight, the hands pass. White crown. Palms face each other as the foot comes back. As the weight changes, the hands cross, and then everything arrives, hand positions and toe touching. Foot comes back, palms turn to face each other. Shift. Palms turn to face each other as you step back. Change. Palms turn to face as you step back. Change. And both hands down. Finishing Sink Chi wash organs. That first Qigong that we did that includes the squat. 2 more. So this is the opening Qigong and the closing Qigong. It kind of cleanses the palate. And wing, roll, fold, settle, settle, settle. Finishing self-massage, palms touch. Rub the palms. Back of one hand, palms. Back of other hand, palms. And then hand on your groin area, either side of the genital area, this inguinal crease. Up and down, so this place tends to get congested, right? And it gets rigid. Now the front of the hips, the hip flexors, then around to the sacrum and tail, up onto your lower back, and then the yang channels. Sit the butt, slide the hands down the outside of the legs, around the feet to the inside, stand up, come up past the groin to the belly button, and then inguinal crease, hip flexors, around the hips to the tailbone, up the tailbone onto your low back, then back to the tailbone, and then from there, down the outside, around, and up the inside to the navel. And groin, hip flexor, sacrum and tail, lumbar, and then sweep up, and then one hand going up the outer arm, turn that arm, go down the inner arm, turn the arm, up the outside, down the inside, up the outside. So we're just resetting the natural flow. And other side, up the outside, turn the arm, down the inside, up the outside, down the inside. And heels up and down, just lightly loose. And Shogun, final time. Settle, settle, settle. Here's your belly button. One hand over, other hand. And grab the thumb, fold over. Thank you, everybody. Nice work. All right, have a comfortable seat. I imagine you may have places you got to get to, so feel free to just sign off or unmute your screen if you have any questions, comments, or whatever. Thanks for being here.